Meanwhile, this cross that is now sort of wounded has made its way over, and the door, the feeding door, it looks like these like they have been freed. This guy actually lost a hand as he was shackled as well, but now they are heading for the feeding door, which was open from the last guy that went in here. What do you do?
How can I actually climb into the cage?
Yeah, you could.
Can I go like
Dude,
here?
bazooka them in the face.
You could do that.
A grenade launcher will
Wouldn't it be a
blow up
drop?
everyone.
There's no drop into it.
Well, it's like no, it's kind of like a 1 foot raised platform, and then the glass went all the way up to the ceiling on that.
As I climb in, I yell at Mitchell, "Get your ass in gear and help us!" And then I shoot at them. At which one? Which one do I want to kill? Possibly kill.
All of them.
Yeah, right?
Well,
They all need to die.
You've got a
Which gun are you using?
I've got my shotgun out.
So I
Which
think
would spray. So
spray. Let me just double check.
It has the
harm close.
do I need to get closer?
Well, I think that means it's more effective closer, right?
Mm.
I'd have to look up the actual.
What about the Magnum? What's the distance like on the Magnum?
Magnum is not far, but it is also close. But I think close is actually. Let me just look it up real quick. It's all the way at the end.
How many squares?
I don't even know that it. Okay. She can bring it to bear only when she's pretty close to her target or subject. If they could call to one another and have a shouted conversation, they're close enough. So you're close enough.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll a seize by force.
Okay.
Which
what
is
that?
a hard.
Plus
roll
hard.
hard.
Oh, just
2d6 plus hard.
2d6 plus hard. Okay.
$10.
I don't think you rolled
right.
less than a 10.
Dude, honestly, you guys are ruining it because like all the fun comes from failure. Okay. So what did I do with my sheet here?
Also, you guys, if we were playing like this legit, if we were playing more than just here, you would highlight for the highlighted stats that we would have picked. You'd be getting experience for it. So every action that you'd be doing with those highlights, yeah, it's pretty sick.
Okay, so you get to choose two. You rolled a 10? Oh, a 10. Jesus. You get to choose three.
It really rewards people for actually doing stuff. So you're never like, I have to wait my turn. You like constantly want to do stuff to get XP.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you choose three. You take definite hold of it. You suffer little harm. You inflict terrible harm. You impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy.
All of them except taking little harm.
Okay. So you send out a shotgun blast, kind of towards the door, where this first cross, who was already wounded, was heading towards, and you actually just completely red missed this guy as he's going towards. He's already got a bullet wound in his leg, and you just see like half of his side just completely blast open, and as it happens, you hear like the most hideous and almost joyous celebration and screech as the other three cross are like, yeah, bloody fun. And the crossed over here actually picks up the arm, the arm but like a part of the side of like this guy, and he just starts running at you, running towards you with like part of this guy's body that you just shot up at you. What do you?
I run to Ransom and I jump over the 1 foot block, and then I right beside her. I get down on one knee and brace myself again. I take a shot on the one that's running right at her.
Okay. So I want you to roll. I want you to go ahead and roll seize by force again.
Which is plus hard.
Yeah, plus hard. An 8. Okay. So you get to choose 2. Take definite hold of it. You suffer little harm. You inflict terrible harm, or you impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy.
All right, I'll do the same as before. So, do a lot of damage to them and take hold of the situation.
Okay. And what were you shooting with? A 9mm?
Yeah.
Okay. So you well, what is the 9mm? Sorry, I'm trying to find. Here it is. 2 harm. So you do hit him, and you're quickly realizing that while your weapons are obviously doing damage to them, they actually give 0 fucks. Like they are just kind of still coming at you, and it does very little to penetrate them or to stop them. And while that's happening, the guy just kind of continues to run forward after taking that one sort of like quick jaunt as that you hit him with that bullet, and he starts running directly towards Dodger. He doesn't have Ransom, he doesn't have a weapon per se, but you also know,
right?
if he hit you with this giant mass of flesh, it would probably be really bad. What do you do?
Can I grab Amber and jump back out, or no?
You can, but I would make you do it on fire.
Which means you would roll 2d6 plus your cool. Or do you have an ability that changes?
Yeah, battle hardened, so you would roll your harm.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not using me to jump out. You're grabbing me to jump out with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not like you. Just like
You like drop kick your way out of the thing.
You're super vapid. Okay, bye. All right. Roll 6 plus 2.
A 9. So let's see. Oh, on a 7 to 9, you flinch, hesitate, or stall. The MC can offer you a worse outcome, a hard pardon, or an ugly choice. So you grab Amber, but in order to successfully get her out without you or her taking damage, you will end up dropping your shotgun.
My darling.
Yes. If you want to get out and grab Amber, then you're going to be at risk of Amber getting hit by the crossed.
Oh my god, my baby, my darling. Okay.
I mean,
I'll drop it. It'll still be there, right? It's not like it disappears.
Oh, well,
I drop it.
Guess what? It evaporates the moment.
Okay, I drop my darling.
Pick it up.
Okay. So additionally, on pulling him out, you also happen to kind of knock over Mitchell for a second, but you do successfully get out. Now, JP,
there wasn't a I sacrifice myself option, like Amber go, and I just chuck her.
you would have probably rolled less than a 9. That would have happened. Shiv and Sin, what are you doing?
This guy let me go, right? The guard. I'm.
Yeah, the guard actually is sort of like holding on to the twins right now. He has no fucking clue what's going on. He's got an assault rifle in the twins, and he's just sort of in the hallway.
He's got an assault rifle to the twins?
No, not to the, but he had a gun at his guard post.
Okay.
The twins are the twins are like, you look over and you can tell they're just fucking terrified. They have no fucking clue what's going on. They've never really seen danger out of this since they've been back to the zoo.
All right. If he's still thinking about what he wants to do, I know what I want to do.
Brain stuff.
I'm going to use my pain wave projector like I wanted to do initially, and we was like, you can only do one thing.
Okay.
On the 2 that are really close to me.
Okay. And there's you just released this, right? Like the harm is just, okay.
Yeah, it goes off like a reusable grenade and hits everyone but me, and it's 1 harm AP area allowed.
Okay.
Reload is high tech. What does that mean?
Will you hit Shiv?
The high tech part.
Would you hit Shiv?
I don't know what
What's the range on the ability again? Sorry, I was deducing
this
what I was going to do.
area.
So
1 harm AP area reload.
yeah, 1 harm AP area.
And it says reload is high tech.
Where the hell did I just put that? I lost your sheet.
Look, you can see he's like doing
Here we
something.
go. Yeah,
Your
I
mouth
think.
tripping. Oh, that's
Where in the did I just put? I was doing so good, you guys. I like had everything perfect, and now I've lost.
Sorry, I had to bring my like
To bring the one thing.
mind
And
powers.
I was just looking
You
at
knew
it.
I was gonna be a
Your
brain.
only weakness.
The brainer. Where did you go? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll go ahead and just here we go. I found it. Okay. Pain wave projector, 1 harm AP area loud. I technically have to look up what area is real quick and what it's defined.
That's
So I've got it. Area. It is a target or subject. Its target or subject is an area, not a person. It fully affects everyone and everything there.
Oh, okay.
An area weapon used against a large gang inflicts its full harm, provided the gang. So its target or subject is an area.
So I want to
What?
target the middle.
So
there's 3
you are
zombies
technically
to the right of me.
the area. The area around you.
Okay.
It fully affects everyone and everything there.
What?
So all of us are gonna get hurt.
Yes.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yes.
That's shitty. That's like really dumb.
Can you
People are
command
like-
them to eat each other? Hey,
yeah,
dummies
I'm
should
just gonna
eat
do
each other.
that. Yeah, it's probably better. But the thing is, I have to go touch them.
Oh, that's not safe.
Nope.
I know what I want to do. Do
Yeah.
you want to think about it, Maggie?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Wheat.
Yes.
I'm right here next to the guard that has his gun pointed at the 2 kids, correct?
Yeah, he's not really like holding the kids hostage. Like they're actually at this point sort of like just as freaked out. They're just sort of like
Sure.
embracing.
So I like walk, run, whatever. I make my way over to one of the kids and I stare at the guy with his gun in front of me and I pull out my knife and I slowly start to run my knife along the kid's cheek. And so I'm performing my art and I need to roll versus hot to see how this guy looks at this.
All
You're not
right.
helping the
Wow,
situation
I
at
did
all.
not see this coming. Okay. Which of the twins, by the way?
We'll go with the
Tigger
prettier
or-
looking one. He'll help the
Tigger?
performance. Is it Tigger?
Yeah, definitely Tigger. Definitely Tigger.
Definitely Tigger.
Okay, I'm rolling 2d6 plus 3. 9. So
Okay, so
on a
what
7 to 9, spend
success?
1. Hold. So this guard, what was his name?
It was Buster.
So Buster now loves me. Okay?
And so he's like, what the fuck are you? Hello. And suddenly like the crisis of the room has just left his mind. He's like oblivious to what's happening and you are his focus.
Yeah, I look at him, I'm like, Buster, could you do me a favor, sweetie? Can you go help my friends over there?
And Buster's like, yeah, of course.
Thank you. I just wait for him to turn around.
And Buster runs into the room and just fucking unloads on all of the glass.
Perfect.
No,
And-
Buster.
All of the glass is down. And you know what? The bullet sprays, as it seems, look like they're kind of going in your guys' direction.
Oh, damn it.
Buster, you idiot.
Upon the glass breaking, immediately these two crossed. I'm gonna fuck you in your eyeballs! And they start going after Maggie. And all the glass is down at this point.
All right.
Now, I didn't name that the other kid was not immune to my charms. So, I get to spend 1 to name an NPC member of your audience and choose one. Okay, never mind. Go ahead, Maggie.
I'm gonna tag this one, and then back the F up.
You're gonna tag it?
Tag it.
Wait.
Yep. Tagging someone gives you +1
Oh.
hold. if you then use a brainer move on them.
Oh, interesting. Okay. TIL.
And the way things are worded, it seems like I can use my brainer gear and then do an ability after. Even though you told me I couldn't earlier.
Okay. All right. I just assumed that it was still acting as one move. So that okay. Well, my bad.
Unless I do have to wait, but that seems weird if that's exactly what it says.
No, that was probably my bad, Maggie. I'm sorry.
All good.
All right. So
Blame you.
the
Someone died.
No one did die, thank God. Mitchell finally gets up after being knocked down by Ransom and Amber, and is like, "Fuck it, ladies, the job's not done. Let's get to it." And kind of circles back around, and you guys sort of have this fortified wall, and this cross is just looking at you, and you see the very distinguished, burnt, sort of a scarred cross on his hand. And he's just licking his lips and looking at you, and you can tell that he's about to just strike. And the moment you guys can move, he actually makes a jump over the glass and is once again going for Ransom. What do you do?
Can I don't know. Can I back up?
You can back up. That would be acting under fire because obviously you have a threat coming right towards you.
Is he on the other side of Ransom from me?
Yeah, I mean, you could see the glass. He's literally he's leaping over the glass to try to get to Ransom.
Oh, so he's not necessarily there just yet.
Yeah.
Can I don't have the time to take out my machete and try to cut off his head, right?
No. Well, I mean, what did you do after you dropped your shotgun?
I haven't had time to grab another weapon yet.
Okay.
Unless you want to give me time to have grabbed another weapon, in which case I would have grabbed my machete.
Well,
or maybe the Magnum.
The guard came in, shot the glass. You, as a gun lugger, would obviously, after dropping a weapon, probably have another weapon ready. Okay, however, how about this? The only weapon you were able to grab in the time, because your grenade launcher obviously takes a little bit of assembly, was the Magnum.
Okay. I grab the Magnum.
In your pant leg or something.
Okay. Can I... Do they die if you shoot, if you just blow up their heads? Do they die?
Not like zombies.
Yeah. Right?
I would say that you've spent enough time to know that if you brain one of these cross, it's done. It's just a normal.
Right. I guess I
say, let's do this together, and I point my gun at its head.
Oh, we both shoot him. All right, what do I roll?
Actually, there is a move for that.
To aid? Yeah.
Yeah, to aid.
Let's do
As
it.
I get further and further, I am losing.
You roll a 2d6, and on
a hit, they can take +1 help or -2 interfere now.
But on a 7 to 9, you also expose
yourself to fire, danger, retribution, or cost.
So you want a 10 plus on a 2d6. No modifier.
Okay, so who rolls what first?
Kaitlyn would have to roll the aid to see what you have to roll on your roll. I think,
okay.
right?
So what would, if I do below 10, do I get anything?
Are you going to give us any help or interfere points? Because then she would get plus to that if we were actually in a campaign.
If I don't get anything for below 10, then I may as well just shoot myself.
That would be a separate turn. So it would be kind of you would sort of be setting up to help with a shot, right?
Yeah.
So whatever that
might
be.
Point there, and then she'd be like, "Oh yeah,"
right. And then we just 2 bullets right into the face, and it just.
Well, it wouldn't be 2. It would just be yours.
So I don't get anything below a 10.
It would just be Ransom. No, you'd be aiding her.
You would she's going to get the +1 to her roll, which means that when she rolls to shoot to actually do something under fire, or excuse me, yes, to seize by force, then there would be an additional +1 added if you are successful. If if you are successful with the 7 to a 9, you will put yourself in danger by assisting her on the roll, Ransom on the roll.
So do you think it's worth it, Ransom, to 8, or do you think we should just both shoot?
I mean, it's coming for me. So at the very least, if it gets me, then you'll be able to attack it without it paying attention to you, you know?
So we both shoot in the head?
Yeah, so I'll shoot first. And then, okay. So roll 2d6 plus hard.
Yes.
Sick.
Okay. You get to do 3. Choose 3 of those.
All of them but hurt myself. Is it that same list?
All of them but suffer little harm.
Yeah.
Okay. You do take definite hold of the situation as you firmly raise the magnum. It hits the cross clearly in the eyes. In fact, where the cross actually meets right between his eyes on the bridge of his nose, you just enter through there, and really all you can see is sort of this nice spray of blood that hits the back wall and the hole through his head as he falls down to the ground. And you clearly take this guy out, and even with the force, he's knocked back several spots. So upon seeing his well, I guess they're not really friends, but upon seeing the cross act, they actually immediately run for the door, and they hightail it for the door.
Wait, what? I didn't even get to do my thing.
Oh, you didn't get to do your thing. That is fair.
It's like, this is bullshit.
That's what they are getting ready to do.
Before they do that, though, I'm going to use in-brain puppet on the one that I tagged, this guy.
Okay.
So I have to roll
handless
plus
guy?
weird.
He's handless guy, right?
And yes! At your will, no matter the circumstance, you can spend your whole 1 for 1. Basically, I'm going to command that one to kill the other one.
Okay. So what do you tell me how you sort of like, what happens in your brain and what do you see when you sort of give this command?
All right. After I had tagged the other one with my awesome violating glove, I put my hand up to my head and kind of start trying to hit the brainwaves of that crossed and get into its mind, and I'm trying to figure out what its weaknesses are and things like that, and what its strengths are. And I find its strength, right, and I tell it to rip the other one's jaw right off and down until it can't stop any further.
So the moment the thought leaves your mind, you see this cross just almost like a 6-year-old's eyes on Christmas morning when all of the presents are down by the tree. You have just given him the secret to life. His eyes just start glowing, and he grabs the bottom jaw of this cross, and he just rips it off, and he looks at you just with this approving grin on his face. And as he's just staring deep into your eyes, Sin, he takes the head of the cross and he just starts skull fucking it with this smile on his face.
Oh, God.
And he's just like, yeah, I did what you told me, bitch. What now?
Is he asking me what now?
Yeah,
and I say now the other one, the one that's by the one that's by them.
So which one? Oh, that one's dead.
Oh, that
one's dead.
This one's dead.
Actually,
that one's dead.
Even knowing it, he walks over and what? No, that guy. Yeah, that guy was dead. Sorry, that was dead. He walks over to the other guy, sort of grabbing the dude by the jaw that he just got done fucking, and he just plops it down, and just starts jumping up and down on the top of this cross. It almost looks like some sort of fucking sick and twisted wine making ceremony for this cross. And you just, I mean, guts and stuff are going everywhere to the point where you guys are starting to get a little concerned because you know that what he's doing is spreading an incredibly infectious disease. What do you do?
What the fuck is Shiv doing right now?
Chilling with the kids.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Still cutting them?
No. I guess after that happened, I just kind of like got down on their eye level, and I like use my thumb and like wipe away the blood on the cut to the best of my ability, and I'm just like, hey, you run along, you get out of here, all right? And I like push him outside the door.
So, as you push open the door, you know, you think maybe you hear that the quiet is a little, let's just say there's more noise out there than you heard when you came in, JP.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I can't discern what the noises are.
Would you like to read a situation?
I think I would, yeah. Let's see. 2d6 plus... What is... Oh, sharp?
Sharp, yeah.
That's not a bad roll. 6. That's fail.
So, you actually... What's that?
What happens on a fail on read it? Do I just fucking like stare off into the distance?
No, I kind of get to like...
What was I gonna do?
No, you actually like go to grab the door, and suddenly the twins come running back in, both screaming.
I guess I stand up and poke my head outside.
Okay.
Only my head, like just a very quick glance.
Okay, and again, you know you're hearing sounds that like aren't supposed to be there. Chatter, yelling, screaming. The sounds that were not the silence that was so great.
If I look back into the room, how many active crossed can I see?
Into the room, at the moment, all of the cross are actually dead, except for the one that Maggie told to kill that guy who is still stomping up and down on the guts. He's moved to the head. He's crushed it down, the skull down to nothing. And Mitchell finally like springs to action, like fucking Christ. And everyone kind of gathers around. And it's like fucking A. We need to check the rest of the camp. We need to make sure that everything's good. You mentioned that there is something wrong with the wall. Is this going to be a problem?
I look at
Yeah,
Ransom when he says that.
It needs to be fixed. It's been chipped away at over time. It's almost open.
Mitchell, like you can tell that he's obviously very concerned and upset, almost going back into a sort of little pacing motion again, going back and forth between you guys, almost to the point of it being annoying. And he says, "We've got to go back to the aquarium."
Can I take a shot on the last cross that's alive?
Absolutely.
All right. So as we're talking, I say, "But wait," and then I go and I just, "But wait, let me take a selfie." But then I go and I try and shoot the zombie.
Okay. Seized by force. Roll plus hard. An 8. So you get to choose 2. Take definite hold, suffer little harm, inflict terrible harm, impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy.
So I'll do the second one and the third one.
Okay. So suffer little harm and impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy.
Or no, sorry, the one that you do damage.
Terrible harm? Okay.
Yeah.
So you tell me how this guy dies. You hit on the mark. Where does the bullet hit and what happens?
So the shot gets it while it's stomping up and down. Somehow I shoot it while it's doing this, and I shoot it right in its groin, like right there. and for a moment, it gets this happy expression on its face. Like it was already happy, now it's euphoric for a brief moment, and then it like realizes the horror that I can no longer skull intercourse any more objects again.
Yeah.
And then the bullet continues going, and I don't know, somehow it breaks him in half. So not only can he no longer skull intercourse anything anymore, but he's gone. It's over.
So and like as you take a final glance at this cross on the ground who's sort of like split in two from the force of your bullet, you see that look of displeasure actually turn into a smile. And he goes, I have a vagina now. And even though he's dismembered from his lower half, he's just like rubbing his completely torn up crotch area and just like going. And eventually he just sort of dies. But you can tell that cross was very euphoric up until the last breath that it took.
In that moment.
And Mitchell's just like, fucking Christ, let's get to the fucking aquarium.
Wait, my gun! I run over and I look to see if there's any part of the gun that isn't just covered in crossed blood.
So it's good that you looked, Ransom, because the gun is most certainly covered in all
Just
sorts
have
of
Shiv take off some more clothes and wrap
shit.
it.
Not to say you can't clean it, but you better handle it carefully.
What do I have?
A fish skeleton, sick.
Damn it. And of course, I like specifically said that I don't wear like tons of layers of clothing. Fine.
You can use
There's
my
no way I'll
hoodie
be
if you
able-
want.
There's no way I'll be able to clean it and be able to use it
No,
safely.
it's fine.
So I'll
She
just
starts
I'll
zipping
just
it off.
I'll leave it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go.
Okay.
Well, we could kill one of the kids and use their clothes. Wipe it off. Hell, I already started on that one over there. No? Nothing?
What? What the hell did he just say? What the hell did she just
What's
say?
he talking about?
She's like,
Let's go.
All right, I guess we'll go. Good luck without the shotgun. Hopefully you have more. We walk out.
Okay. Why don't we, as we get ready to head back to the aquarium, why don't we go ahead and break now?
Cool. Sounds good.
All right.
The first part, the hour-long character creation and whatnot, is already live over at youtube.com/itmeJP if you want to watch that and get caught up. We'll release those VODs once per day, though, so it will take some time. Regardless, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you guys after this as we head into the final hour of Roleplay One Shots The Good Life. See you then.